rescue, it's really about waste to resource. So actually we have all the textiles we need to make all the textiles we will ever need. So it really is about textile-to-textile recycling and making industry understand that if we were to take all the textiles waste, pre- and post-consumer, we will probably be able to regenerate them into proper fabric and then from there make into garments again. And there's a huge movement as well as investment in companies that are looking into this technology.
Our focus is to help develop technology to provide an urban fit technology for textile recycling. We recognize in Singapore, in a highly urbanized nation, and some of the recycling technology and developed maybe which suitable elsewhere may not be suitable in our setting. So that's our set to really develop our urban fit technology and also tackle the mostly post-consumer and textile waste rather than post-industrial waste, because we don't have textile industry in Singapore, but we have a lot of waste and textile.
And what we do is we recycle blended textiles. We break down the polyester and polycotton, breaking it down to its basic chemicals, and then we clean those building blocks up and make that back into polyester with partners. And then with the cotton that's in there, we turn that into a very pure form of cellulose so that we can, instead of using trees, make our viscose and our lyocell man-made cellulosics out of waste cotton. For us, the big challenge now is we're moving towards scaling this technology and building that first-of-kind facility. Key from this area, there are several things. One, regulation is developing in this area which will help support the recycling of textiles, but also a lot of the raw materials that we will need, the materials that will need to be recycled, are actually created in this area and available in this area. So both from working with the supply chain for access to those raw materials, as well as working with the supply chain as buyers of the materials that we produce so that they can go back into the textile supply chain. Those are key aspects that I see this region playing.
There are a lot of alternative models out there for people to consume fashion. For example, there's rental, there's swapping, which is a growing movement actually, and it's a great way to socialize, swapping, repair, to learn how to repair your old garments instead of chucking them away. These are all alternative economic models that consumers can get on board with.
I think that most brands are aware that fashion plays a huge part in greenhouse emissions. I think it's up to 10%. I think that a lot of focus for fashion in particular over the last couple of years has been about sustainable products in terms of materials. Now, that's a really great step in the right direction, but if you look at that 10% greenhouse gases, 80% of that comes from the actual production. So producing more goods. So while the goods might be more sustainable in their fabrics, the sheer production of them is not going to help reduce that overall emissions. That's where resale comes into play. And the really savvy brands, the brands that build quality products, know that there's a second-hand market out there, and how do they get involved and give consumers peace of mind to buy directly a resale item from the brand themselves.